Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for keeping it here on WCI3 this morning. Here's a live look across 4 different locations in the area. That includes Charleston, Effingham, Springfield, and Champaign. Notice Springfield and Champaign looking a little foggy. And those places on the left side of the screen, not so much. Not a problem everyone's dealing with, but maybe about 30 or 40% of us have some of that fog here in this Sunday morning time frame. Satellite radar picture just picking up on that cloud cover here in the area. We look at temperatures. They're quite comfortable near the 40-degree mark pretty much all across the board. 42 degrees right now in Champaign, but there is a look at that visibility, and it is not terrific up there in the northern half of the area. We've got readings just around 2 miles or less here for a lot of locations, some places less than 1 mile of visibility, so a little bit of a tricky drive to get anywhere here this morning. That is why a dense fog advisory has been placed across those counties highlighted in the gray. And that's set to last for at least the next 2 hours. We'll see if any kind of extension is needed, but the overall thought is that fog should be taken care of before we get too far into the day. Rainfall totals actually were pretty nice yesterday. We kind of thought we'd be lucky to get kind of just anything helpful, whether it was a 1/4 of an inch and whatnot, but a lot of places got over 1/2 an inch down there south of I-72, so it paid off really nicely in that way. But there was a lot of us that as you went farther to the north, those totals sharply declined. So for those that saw the rain, it was great. For those that didn't see it, obviously things could be a little better here this morning. That being said, despite the kind of dreary look to things here as we start the day, it'll look great by the end of the day no matter where you are. Temperatures into the mid to upper 50s as sunshine emerges there into the afternoon. We'll get up to 58 in Champaign today, be up to 56 in Springfield, 58 degrees up there in Pontiac. Then later tonight we'll drop down to the low 30s for those overnight lows under a partly cloudy sky. However, warm temperatures are here to stay for the upcoming week. We're going to see a 61-degree high tomorrow, and that's not even as warm as it's going to get here later this week. We are in fantastic shape as we see those 60s stay for a little while, even jump up into the upper 60s by the time we get to Wednesday. There could be a spot or two that makes their way into that 70-degree category for a brief period of time. But then notice a sharp little cool down there as we head on into the weekend. That is associated with another chance for some showers and maybe even a couple of storms later this week. That looks to take place kind of around the Thursday time frame, maybe kind of leaks over into Friday a little bit, maybe starts as early as late Wednesday. Kind of still figuring some things out here with the system. But as we look at future track, there it comes into the Thursday time frame, and it's going to have some ingredients to possibly work with here. We're going to have that warm air. We're going to have some moisture starting to race into the area as well. So you can see some atmospheric fuel popping up there on the page Wednesday. But take a look at it Thursday when that system moves through. You start to see some of those darker colors pop on the page. So this will be something to look out for. Not saying it's going to be a prime setup for anything, but might see a sneaky chance for some thunderstorms here later on this coming week. Aside from that, 7-day forecast looks pretty good. Can't argue at all with those 60-plus degree temperatures, especially there on that Wednesday. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this.